Did you know Benjamin Franklin once electrocuted a turkey on purpose and then ate it? Franklin was obsessed with electricity and conducted all sorts of experiments. In the 1740s, he wanted to see if he could kill a turkey with electricity and make it more tender to eat. He set up an experiment where he shocked a turkey with high-voltage electricity, and it worked. The bird was cooked. But the real kicker, Franklin accidentally electrocuted himself in the process. He described the shock as a universal blow that left him numb, confused, and temporarily blind. After recovering, he joked that his own near-fatal experience made him respect electricity even more. Despite the mishap, Franklin continued his electrical experiments and even coined terms we still use today, like battery, conductor, and charge. So next time you see a turkey on Thanksgiving, just remember Benjamin Franklin might have been the first person to attempt electric cooking. If you like this historical story, you might like a fictional story about America's prolific founding father, Ben Franklin, in the graphic novel Silence Do Good, about a young Ben Franklin who travels through time to save humanity from an artificial intelligence that has enslaved humanity. Pre-order now on Indiegogo.
Ben Franklin, the patriot, printer, politician, postmaster general, with a science addiction, ambassador of lightning, wearer of specs, did it all with no TikTok, just a desk
I didn't do. Oh wait, I got to do the intro. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Ready? Go. That's the worst radio ever. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Salty and Savage Show.
It's a pretty rough intro, and I'm Savage tonight.
I'm the producer of the show tonight, not you.
Oh,
because you're in the dark. Look at you in the dark. What's going on, bro?
I'm in the dark. Savage currently under a tornado warning here in the Midwest. We had a weather event today.
There was
some horizontal winds and some wild stuff. I even sent some video to Salty with the rain was going this way, and I was oh, that seems real crazy. And I was taking a little video, and then boom, the lights went out. I was like, oh no,
yeah. No power.
It got pretty hectic for a bit. It calmed down, but it's still wild. The horn, the tornado horn and everything was going off. My phone went off. It went beater, 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 and I went, whoa, what the heck is going on? And it said tornado.
And then your power went off
in your area. Then
did the pants come off after that? Pants right off after that.
Yeah, I haven't had any on since.
Speaking of no pants, let's bring on our first guest, Von Klaus. How do we do this other view? I don't like this view. There we go. Boom.
You guys know about my no pants rule around that.
No pants during a storm. Wait, that's a bad idea. Or is that a good idea?
I don't even know anymore. I just don't wear them, and they're in my way. And I'm going to shit them anyway, so I might as well
I'm going to crap myself anyway.
It is so good to see you two crazy mooks again. Look at Salty, a god, hanging out in his badass black light library, and yet nothing's glowing or weird in this library. Clean, spick and span. And then you, Savage, you look good in the dark, dude. No, not lying. Like you look.
That's what she said. Wait, what?
Yeah, well, you know.
I am a man of the night. A man of the night, yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have our other guest, Dr. Til.
Hey guys!
I thought I was going to try to get you on as soon as I saw you taking that big hit. I was like, we got to bring him on because that's going to be funny.
How's it going?
Hey, Dr. Til.
I heard Savage is having some weather problems. I've been having some local problems myself.
Yeah. Oh, dear Lord.
Is he back? Oh, crap.
That's awesome.
Oh, he's pissed.
How you doing, dude?
Oh, just hanging out and doing good. Trying to get my channel re-going.
What's up with that, dude?
The body percussionist didn't like me making fun of them, so I got in trouble, and they deleted my channel. Apparently, you can't call someone of a certain sexual persuasion a word that sounds like the French term for bread several times and keep your channel. Who knew?
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that, dude. You're not allowed
that
to
was
do
back.
That oh, hey, Katie did. What's up? Salty, did you get a haircut? No, I don't have hair, Katie did. Why you got to rub it in? I got new lighting, though. Guys, check it out. I got new lighting. I'm excited about it. I got this app.
It's just the way it bounces off of his head.
So I got that. So I could be like, ooh. And then I got like no lights. And then I got lights.
Savage. And then,
you know?
CSI crime investigation lights.
We're working on all sorts of.
Savage has just got a handheld light. He's like, hold on, let me get my iPhone.
I used to have so many of those back in film school. I had like 4 of those, and I broke every single one of them.
Here we go.
Those little brick LEDs.
Now I'm at a party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're totally winging it here. Forgive me, guys, because I am not an Emmy Award winning producer like my co-host, who is an Emmy Award winning producer from Extra. But now I'm driving the ship, and you're all gonna see just how valuable I am not. So
hey,
we still like you.
We consider ourselves the internet authorities on absolutely nothing. So welcome to the mess that is this show.
I'm an authority on some things like sandwiches.
I mean, I learned a lot about Ben Franklin tonight.
Yes.
Right. Already.
You will always learn a lot about Ben Franklin. But we have a lot of news to discuss, guys. A lot of news. I think Dr. Till was talking about this earlier. You know, I don't know if you've heard about this news.
Oh,
Nancy has a therapeutic massage today for her migraines.
Listen, I found this native Indian thing in my yard, and I was wondering if you knew what it was.
It's a tool used for straightening the shaft of an arrow.
Uh-huh. In a pin.
A tool used for straightening the shaft of an arrow. As he's over there giving what's his name's wife a massage.
Poor Dale.
So you could jam it into someone's brain stem, right?
Yes, but that's true of almost any tool.
Well, yeah, sure, I guess.
A treasure such as this is priceless to my people.
Really? What do you say?
He always played the same character.
Suppose.
All right. So this guy died. He died.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of news circulating around his death. Like a lot of news. Let's pull up the article.
So
I'm so bad at this.
The actor who also played, like, I think the owner of the local casino on Parks and Rec, but he's the voice actor in that scene.
Yeah.
He's also in
There
Tulsa
he is.
King.
Never saw that. Is that
It's
any
a really
good?
good
Is that
show.
worth watch?
Oh yeah, especially the first season is really good. Second season, really weird. About episode 3, Jelly Roll just walks into the room and sings for like 3 minutes and then leaves, and then the show just kind of continues.
Weird.
Never refer.
Salty's in charge. That means 2 hours of Magna PI and gum. You know what? You know what? Why you gotta be? Yeah.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears.
You're damn right, man. You're damn right. All right, so back to this. So, well, wait, that's the bad news. Or no, here we go. King of the Hill actor Jonathan Joss' husband says Star's killing was homophobic hate crime, but cops deny that claim. And then we have a video of that Colorado terror attack. I don't know. Maybe I should refresh. Maybe it did the thing. But so the husband of King of the Hill star Jonathan Joss alleged the voice actor was more than a voice actor. New York Post alleged by a homophobic neighbor after enduring years of violent threats on their street, but residents and police are telling a different story. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other, Josh's husband said. Tristan Kern de Gonzalez wrote in a Facebook post Monday, a day after the killing. The San Antonio Police Department, however, soon denied those claims. Oh. Currently, the investigation was found no evidence to indicate that Mr. Joss's murder was related to his sexual orientation, the department wrote on X. So, I'm not even sharing my screen. I just read the New York Post article. I'm so... Why did you not say anything?
I mean, that's one way to kick off Pride, isn't it?
Salty, I sent you something on Twitter. You want to see what his... Oh, there it is. Never mind. There she is.
What?
Scroll down just a little bit.
Yeah.
There. That's the person who's
that's
accusing
his
people of
boyfriend?
hate crimes. Yeah.
So wait, is
Tristan
this a?
does this every
I
day.
can't tell anymore. What's the term? What? So is this a? Were they born a male?
I don't know.
What-
I honestly don't. It kind of looks like a girl that's trying to transition into a man.
Right? Because you got like the whiskers going on down here, and that's
It's a
like
wimpy dude.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what I'm looking at or who.
I
this
don't
is.
know. I don't know.
Alfred
anymore.
Newman hipster thing going on.
If this is a bio woman who's transitioning to a man or whatever, then technically Jonathan Joss would not be gay.
Yeah.
Is that, so wait, this phone, because again, I'm under tornado
gay,
watch.
dude.
I'm using an iPhone. I got no power. Is this? I'm trying to look real close. This is the person who is the actor's lover.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm gonna get
newlywed,
myself in
actually.
big trouble. But this
Okay.
looks like the daughter of bankers.
Yes. Looks like somebody who was at Occupy Wall Street, but their dad was in the building that they were occupying.
Exactly. They were at Occupy Wall Street while their father was up at the tower making millions of money off of everybody.
This was originally Tiffany Rothschild.
I mean, Gonzalez, I'm like, that's a little suspect because that looks like a tribe from another continent.
The
Have
name
you read her
Tristan doesn't
letter?
help either, man.
The what?
Like it could go either way.
Yeah.
Have you read her letter?
No.
Her little statement she put out, or he put out?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know at this point.
What? I don't.
I mean, let's just make sure we're not like condoning the murderous actions of
No.
individual.
As I said on my
or
show,
anything
because we
like that.
covered this tonight too. As I said on my show, it is awful that someone died.
Yes.
This is
However,
terrible.
And also, I loved this character. I love Parks and Rec. It's like one of my favorite sitcoms, and I actually loved his character on Parks and Rec. I thought it was hilarious. I loved how it would poke fun at the hypocrisy and stupidity of white leftists who would have to twist themselves in a pretzel not to upset the Native Americans. So I liked the character. So, and yeah, it's always sad when someone dies. But the more I've dug into this, the more I'm like, what is going on?
just step on a few rosebuds while you
It's like, wait, let's see if I can find it.
crush some light bulbs in your boot.
There was like a post. Can I find it? I have so much.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand like what would be going on aside from this is just someone like meth. Okay.
I'm not even kidding, Savage. It was meth.
I have no idea. All I heard was the ancillary information of just what
I grew up in
happened,
East Texas. San Antonio is technically still considered East Texas. It is meth central. And I'm talking about people you wouldn't expect getting onto it, get onto it. And the behavior that was described by one of his neighbors, apparently this neighbor had bricks thrown through her window. Their house that they claimed the neighbors burned down, the neighbors claimed they burned it down trying to make a meth lab.
What? The actor and
so we have this. So we have this here.
Oh, weird.
Let me pull this up. So this person said, Jonathan Joss was a Native American man murdered in an act of hatred. Jonathan Joss was murdered in a homophobic hate crime on the first day of Pride Month. And then
that's why they're doing this.
This from the quartering. So the neighbor, let me get this down here so I can read it. So the neighbor,
he was their sacrifice for the cause.
The neighbor says, I lived across this man for years. He started gunfights constantly, and he burnt his own house down trying to make a meth lab inside. He constantly threatened his surroundings, neighbors, and played victim when cops came. Many neighbors have video proof of his torment. He used to throw bricks through my window and tore several of our mailboxes down. He was armed when he was shot and killed, and no one on that block ever yelled homophobic slurs at him. It's a lie from his quote-unquote husband for sympathy.
Yikes.
Yeah. Looking at that person, I would be like, man, that person's probably going to try to play victim at some point. So, I don't know. I just have all this stuff is very conjecture. And like the police report hasn't been put out yet. So we will, when the police report gets revealed or released, we'll actually find out whether or not he had a weapon on him. Because they might even have body cam footage, but that incident was like he was dead before they got there, unfortunately.
Her Native American name is, or his name, Gonzalez, the husband of Jonathan Joss, his Native American name is Charging Interest. Charging Interest.
Yeah.
Amoeba says that is a effing woman.
See, it looks like a woman that's trying to be like the little goat hairs.
I don't know anymore.
I couldn't even see it. I'm trying to look on the tiny phone.
Full circle, man.
I don't know anymore. I don't know what is what, and I'm scared.
I don't know if me or any of his neighbors want to touch this with a 10-foot pole.
Definitely not my teepee pole. Wait, what?
It's a wig. It's a wigwam.
A wigwam?
Yeah, maybe
TV
they should all
look
sit down and had the peace pipe, but maybe he would have got more agitated considering what he considers a peace pipe.
Oh, why can't I have the World of Warcraft jokes ready to go? The human male jokes ready to go. All right, no, talk amongst yourselves. I'm finding it. It's important. It's very important. This joke must be told.
Is it
You guys
really
ever think about
important?
space?
Is it really important?
Yes.
You know what's also important is sponsoring your local Boys and Girls Club of America. No, I want to know on the Ministry of Dude, what is the latest? Like, what's the latest on the pyramids?
Like, what do you mean? Like, what's the latest on the pyramids?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you like to get into some fringe stuff when the all that stuff.
Like, when do you think they were built?
All the stuff that came out with the new scans.
Oh, the
underneath.
scans.
The pillars that are
Is there any
supposedly underneath
additional? Is there any additional follow up from that action?
Well, the main thing that we learned from like digging and all that stuff is the people who were in charge of releasing those images, you know, like the big pillars that were all coming out with the spirals and shit. People who were in charge of releasing those images were all tied to cults. I'm not even kidding. Like, they literally started talking about the halls of Osiris. That is something that was, if I remember right, was first talked about by Aleister Crowley.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, hi, Hal. Girlfriend's in the chat.
Say
Yeah,
hello, you
it got
motherfuckers.
real.
Like this? A cult like this?
The Church of Ripetology.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit for that one.
So the people who took the
What?
scans, they seem to be, for the most part, legit. But the people who extrapolated and did all the artistic shit and like are the ones who wanted to like tell the world about this, there's something weird about them. Like they're up to something.
Okay.
And I honestly don't know what it is though.
Okay. So there's suspect. There's feeling in the air that there may be something amiss with the whole scans and whatnot.
The scans themselves, maybe not, but I think a lot of it probably is. There's probably is something under the pyramid, but I mean it's obviously
yeah.
not like a giant obelisk. That'd be silly.
Oh yeah. And
But
there's something under the pyramid for sure.
if
That's
there's
what's under my. That's what's under me when you scan. Wait, what?
let's go with like the Graham Hancock like assumption that there was like, you know, the Nephilim or whatever the Lanteans before we got here. And let's say they built the pyramids, which I don't think they did, but let's say they did. And this shit down below it was built by them. My best guess was it'd be like some sort of like catastrophe shelter. Because at the bottom, their scans show like a giant box structure. And it's like, that looks like a big safe room.
Yeah, and also the topography of that whole area has changed so much over those tens of thousands of years, where it used to be, you know, lush a jungle and whatnot, and now it's all desert. So there could easily be an entire civilization that's just buried underneath it, and they found maybe the tip of something and decided to go from there, or whatever, you know.
Yeah. You ever heard of the Osiris Pit?
The Osiris Pit. Oh man, have you been talking to some people from college? What's going on? Wait, what?
Well, the Osiris, I think maybe I'm getting the name wrong, but there's like this pit in Egypt that they can't find a bottom to.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah, I have heard about this.
And I don't know if it's real or not. Like, when stuff coming out from Egypt, like half the time you just gotta kind of assume it's bullshit. Because like
man.
you guys saw that Joe Rogan with Zahi Hawass or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, that guy's been lying for the government forever.
He's the guy who shut down the scanning that they were doing that got those images. He's the one that said, "No, you cannot scan over my country. It is against our law. You do not discover. I discover everything." So he didn't like that, and he like really
He wants to have a monopoly on discovering things.
Yeah.
Well,
he also shut down like all the tunnel that goes in through the back of the Sphinx. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's underneath the Sphinx, but he stopped the people that they were allowing initially to start excavating that and go in and check stuff out. And he was like, nope, shut it down. And now he denies that there's even anything there. And he's super weird. I don't trust the guy at all. But he's in charge of everything in Egypt, which is ridiculous.
A lot of the schizos think that he
is he even
like,
elected?
No, he's appointed by their super corrupt government.
Just a prime minister for Egypt.
A lot of the schizos
For
think
big
that
Egypt.
he's like trying to obscure the real history of Egypt and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen this guy's type before. I could smell him through the screen.
Oh,
I don't mean that in like a racial way. I mean like in a personality way.
I don't mean that in a racial way.
I just realized I was talking about an Arab guy. I was like, some people say that as a racial thing. That's not what it
He
is.
looks a certain. There are people that like. There are certain people that look like they wipe back to front, and you just look at them and you're like, I know you wipe back to front.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing. Especially the ladies out there should never do that. But those girls out there. There's certain girls out there where you're like, she totally wipes back to front. All right. On that note, let's transition. Hey, Von Klaus. What are we promoting for you this week?
Just my own beautiful self and my comics on riseagaincomics.com. Check
Rise
that out,
Again.
everybody.
You guys really do need to check this website out. It's really,
cool as hell.
really awesome. There's tons of books you guys can check out. Like this one actually I just finished last week. I finished reading Terror in the Trenches last week, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a fun, quick read, although I think it's over 70 pages, right?
Yeah.
But it's a page turner. It's very high action, very, very fun. I have this one next on the rotation, and I'm very excited about that one. I need to get this one. But yeah, you guys could check out his site at riseagaincomics.com. And the link will be in the chat. Von Klaus, I'm actually excited. And the other news I want to drop is Vaughn and I are going to be working on some things in the near future together. We're teaming up. And it's going to be pretty awesome. We won't tell you the details yet, but just know that it's coming. And it's going to be very, very, very sweet. But in the meantime, you guys can support him at riseagain.com. And dude, this site, you watch all his trailers because you basically do like half the trailers or like all the trailers for half of Comicsgate.
Pretty much. I'm a trailer guy.
You did a trailer for Science Do Good, which we'll show later. So you guys can watch some of his awesome trailers for his books here. I honestly think that you should have a YouTube channel where you just have all the trailers you've ever worked on and be like, look at all these trailers I did.
Should.
But it's actually I have to pick your brain too about your web design because your web design is very choice and I enjoy it.
It looks different on your screen. Usually these are like white backgrounds and stuff. Anyway, it's okay.
Oh, you know why? Because I have dark mode on.
The correct one.
But it still looks good. So if I turn off dark mode, let's go here. Let's turn off the dark mode.
Refresh.
Off. Oh, look at that.
It's so bright.
Oh my God, it's so bright. It looks better.
My retinas. It looks better.
It looks better. You're like, what's wrong with the design? What did you do? But yeah, so that's how it's supposed to look, and it looks beautiful. Let's go back to read. Look at all these books you can get.
Yeah, I get to work with some of the best artists in the world. I'm a lucky guy, and make some of the coolest books around. We are doing it right in Comicsgate. We're making the best stuff in indie, man, and everyone should check it out, please. I will ship it to you right away. It's all good to go. We're doing a special right now. Get any book. I'll send you a Heidi poster with it. And and then I've just got like a million other books to make and release. So I've got a lot of campaigns on the horizon, man. Psycho Killers, Terror in the Trenches 2. What else? And then I want to do stuff with you, Salty.
Yeah,
got books to make, man.
Do you have any law dramas in the book?
Have any what?
I hear law dramas. I hear law dramas are real popular in the indie comic scene now.
Yeah, do you have something like the TV show Bull?
Yeah.
Bull. Hey, actually, do you have a trailer that we should watch? Which trailer do you want us to watch?
I guess one of the top ones, one of the newer ones.
One of these two.
Those are kind of old now, though. Those aren't like newer things. I do have a Turn the Churches 2 trailer, but I don't have it on the site yet.
Well, send me the
So-
link. We'll watch it later. We'll
I
watch
would-
it a little
yeah.
bit later.
I would pull it up, but I am under tornado warning once again. Bee boo, tornado
I
warning.
think
do not
also
have
I love the
power.
fact that you wore a black shirt because now it's just like your hands and arms.
Yeah.
He's like the opposite of the Phantom Limb from Benjamin. He's the all limb.
Yeah.
It's
like a
a floating
Metallica
head.
album cover, man.
I mean, I think the
Exactly.
mistake was having a logo on the shirt. I think it's just been full black, and then you could have just and long sleeve shirt, and you could have just been like a floating head, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I ruined it. I should have done.
You know what? Honestly, you ruined everything with that storm that you allowed over your house. That's the
Dude,
problem.
I allowed it to just like frolic right through the downtown, and I was actually in the Plants and Records store that we own here in Iowa.
I want to come to your store, Sam. It's so bad.
Dude, it's so chill,
Sounds
man.
so relaxing. Yeah.
It's super. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and we always got good music going for
Actually,
sure.
do you want to? Oh, you can't. Do you want me to show the video that you sent me today of the storm inside the store?
I mean, if you can, I guess.
I mean, I don't have to. No, I won't show. You know what? I won't show it. That's fine.
We had a tornado a few weeks ago, and I was in the middle of doing a show, and the guys are like yapping, and I'm just like, guys, shut the fuck up. I have a tornado like alert right now. It's saying it's on the ground next to me, and I was like, we'll be back in a few minutes. I just ended the stream, and my girlfriend and her kids are like hiding in like the closet, and she had my dog, so my dog's hiding in the closet with her. And I'm like, she don't even like the dog in the house, but she like was like, I got him, don't worry. And I just stood on my balcony the whole time, like smoking a cigarette and watching the rain go sideways. I'm like, is this tornado?
I was standing watching it through the window, and I'm like, man, these windows probably aren't
Are they single pane?
They're thick, like older, but I think single pane. Yeah. But I wasn't standing like right in front of them, but I was standing close enough that I was like, oh, I could get to the basement door, but this looks crazy. And then the lights went out, and it's just been the rain was going like this very fast. And then when I did actually kind of take a look out at the street, the entire street now looked like a river because it's on there's a bit of a slant on the street that we're at. So it looked like a river. The whole street was just flowing water. And my truck got a really nice bath though. That was fantastic. But it was, I mean, it was super crazy. I did step back a few times. I was like, whoa. That feels like it could just bust the window at any time, or there's a number of things in town. A big tree fell on, I think, one of the little cafes or something here. There's like one tree next to it, and that tree happened to fall right on it. You're like, oh man.
Dude, where I grew up in East Texas, when a tornado would hit, the sky would literally turn electric green, and you'd be like, oh shit, get inside now. Here, it doesn't happen. The sky disappears. And then there you just hear like pop, pop in the background. You're like, what the fuck was that? It's power lines exploding a couple of miles away.
As it's coming towards you.
Well, I looked at the path after it went away because we went back on the air like a half hour later. I looked at the path. I'm facing southeast, and it's literally going northwest behind me. And it's just like, where is this thing? And it's just behind me, just like the whole time.
Like a rat tail.
Yeah, there's tornadoes are no joke.
So this is inside Savage's record and plant store, and the lights are like, nope, gonna work, nope.
What kind of women does a record and plant store attract?
All right. Women who, well, first of all, they usually own homes.
They like puka shells.
They like to bring in living things into them, but not always. But I don't know. It's a well-rounded thing. There's young kids. There's much older people. They're good for gifts. They're good for funerals. They're good for plants are one thing, and then the records are a whole nother thing. You get a record store. Music brings out all sorts of people, and I talk to really interesting people. I'm not there nearly as much anymore, but
Does
I talk to
anybody
interesting people all the time.
buy a plant and a record at the same time?
For sure. It's usually a couple though, where she's buying plants and he's buying records.
I would go in
Perfect.
there, Savage, stoned off my ass, and be like, I'm gonna buy 4 different records and 4 different plants, and I'm gonna play the music to the plants and see what happens.
Oh, and then-
You know,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
that was a science fair experiment that I did in sophomore year for the science fair, and my biology teacher told his other class that was the dumbest experiment that any of the kids could have picked, and I won second place at the fair,
Nice.
Second.
not first.
What,
Have you guys
what
ever
music
seen the-
did you feed him?
What's that?
Yes.
Oh, I
music?
did some hip hop. I can't remember what hip hop. Some sweet 90s hip hop because I was in high school in the 90s.
Did the plant try to steal your bicycle?
I did classical music. I did like 60s like country rock. And I want to say I did like heavy metal.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was very dedicated to doing it, and the music actually did affect the plants. I got 4 of the same plant. They got the same sun. I try to keep it as controlled as possible. And the hip hop did the worst, and the heavy metal
As in
did
society.
the second worst.
I
And-
didn't have to make the joke. The plant did it for me.
And the obvious results actually obviously happened. And so classical did the best. The 60s country rock did okay, but the classical did very well. The classical was a very robust. I don't even remember what the plans were. Maybe my dad would remember. My dad probably doesn't remember. But yeah, that teacher, he was talking trash, and I still won a ribbon for second place.
Nice.
I hope your hip hop plan shot him.
Dana Furman was the teacher. F that guy. F that. You're a dude with the name Dana. Screw you.
No one listens to Dana dudes. No one.
Yeah.
Hey,
But there's a-
Salty,
but there's a
you ever heard
why
of the
in
movie?
There's
You ever heard of the movie The Secret Life of Plants? You guys ever heard of this movie?
I feel like I have heard of this.
It's a
Secret
weird
Life of
70s
Pets?
documentary. Like, so this movie is like just about plants, right? And the first, like, I swear to God,
Feel like
7
I
minutes.
have.
First 7 minutes of this movie is like from heat vent in the bottom of the ocean to rainforest, like taking you on the path there. And then finally the guy just comes on and goes, plants, they're everywhere. But they do like these weird experiments on plants. Like they do the one where they have like a line of like 10 plants in a room, and they have everybody wearing the same exact lab coats and glasses, and they walk through the room. They just walk through it, just walk through the room, past the plants, walk in and out. And one guy goes in there, walks past it, and then just grabs a plant and just rips it to fucking shreds. Just like violently just tears this plant apart and like stomps it on the ground and shit. And then he leaves. And then they take them out of their lab coats and their glasses and put them in their street clothes. And they put little electrodes on all the plants, which is like the silliest idea to me. A plant with like green
This is
electrodes.
amazing. This is amazing, though. This is fantastic.
And like they send all the people back in random order again. And when the one guy who had ripped the plant up walks into the room, all the like meters on all the plants just start going fucking haywire. And they're like, oh my God, they
guy.
remember him.
The killer. They remember the killer.
Is
Yeah,
that real or is
amazing.
that fake? Is that some bull crap?
Salty, that's not the weirdest one they did. The weirdest one
No.
they did was they took a guy, hooked him up to electrodes, put a plant next to him, hooked it up to electrodes, and then played old school pornography films. Like I'm talking about on a projector and sheet. And they look at the meter, the guy who's watching, it's like, you know, and then it looks at the plant one, and the plant one's going, they're like, is the plant getting turned on? What's happening here?
Holy shit.
And then there's an interpretive dance number, like an hour into
But
it.
with
It's
boobs.
a weird fucking.
But with boobs.
No, this is a black lady painted completely green in a green leotard,
Green face.
standing in an abandoned building that's all covered in plants, and she just does interpretive dance for a while.
Definitely dating someone on the crew.
What are we-
Now, I will say I did watch this while really high on acid,
Oh my god. That
but I
explains
went
a
back
lot.
later.
That
to
explains a lot
confirm-
about your life in general.
I went back later to confirm what I had seen, and it was exactly as I remembered. I was like, "Holy shit! I thought I made most of this shit up."
Yeah,
Oh.
So
this-
here's some experiments that I wonder if did you guys do any of these experiments as a kid? So again, on this show, we're always trying to make America 80s again.
The idea
So
was
this
to
video
fill a
from the-
paper bag with fresh animal droppings. The fresher, the better. Then place it on the victim's doorstep.
I love the
Once
music.
done, you'd light the bag on fire, knock on the victim's front door, then run to his backyard.
So hold on. Run to his backyard. So I remember
Wait.
this, like we never did this as a prank, but we had there was other kids in the neighborhood that actually did this as a prank one time and they got in
Why?
serious trouble. But run to the back
Then, when
door.
the victim arrived,
Why are you
usually the
going- are
neighborhood
you trying
grouch,
to-
he'd have no choice but to put out the fire.
Oh, look at this.
Meanwhile, you'd
Oh,
run to
look at the poo.
Put out the fire.
Oh,
Meanwhile, you'd run to the victim's back door and begin pounding on it.
What the fuck?
This would cause the startled victim to run back through his home,
Ah!
soiling his fine shed
oh,
carpet
look at
with
he's
animal
like, oh,
droppings.
let me.
Look at that dance.
Well, you've made your clean exit.
Ruined carpets.
Fasten your seatbelts.
No, I don't know if this
What?
is from the 80s or the
What was
90s or
that?
like early 90s. I have no idea. It's like I have no
What?
idea where it's from.
I
Totally
need that
80s
clip
room, I have no
isolated. He'll
idea.
just go and fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my god, what?
I just saw that. So I remember the prank, like, you know, talking about the prank, trying to maybe do the prank. But I didn't know about the back door part. I was like, that's genius. What kid did
Yeah.
that?
It's pretty
Yeah,
clever.
I never thought about that. I was like, why would he? What he would want to do in his backyard? You're gonna steal some? And then he's like, and then you pound on. I was like, oh, that's genius.
Yes, dude. You have to do that to like the worst person in your name. Basically, that's what happened to Jonathan Joss, and he lost his crap.
Well, he didn't have a door. Remember, he burned his house down.
He's making a meth lab. Making a
Stomping
meth
out
lab.
poop. Ironically,
Oh,
but
man.
not in the way that they were showing that.
All right. Are any of you guys Doctor Who fans?
Mm-mm.
Not
I
even a little
was
bit.
once upon a time.
No,
Like,
Never.
no?
I read part of an article online. Not a fan.
Fucking salty.
Am me and Dr. Till are the only ones? I mean, the whole reason why Dr. Till is named Dr. Till is because he loves Doctor Who, or he used to. I made that up.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sure, we'll
I
go
definitely
with
didn't
that.
name myself after Dr. John.
So have you heard about, okay, so we know about this actor. He got fired off the show. This guy. Like, I stopped watching after they made that one white lady, the doctor. But then they did this guy, and I know it was really controversial. I cannot say that first name. Nakuti?
Cootie.
His name
Nikiti.
is Shitty Fuckwad.
Oh,
Gatwa. And they say
Yeah.
they call him a Scottish man, a Scotsman. And I'm like, with that kind of name, I don't think you can call him Scottish. I think you
Yeah.
have to
Oh, Shitty, get over here, Shitty.
call him something else, because I don't even know if he has a Scottish accent. Like, and is Scotland like America, where it's like once you become an American citizen, you're considered American? I don't know if Scotland's like that. I think
No,
they're pretty.
because technically
like-
he's a African American Scottish. He's a Scottish African.
He's an African Scotsman.
Well, that's what they do that over there. They'll be like, oh, he's an African American. Like he is from here.
he doesn't live. He was never lived in America.
Wait, they call him an African. People are
Yes,
calling him an
yes.
African American.
You can find old BBC articles where they refer to black British. I don't even want to necessarily natives, but like, they were born there, like naturalized or whatever. What do you call that? Where they were born in the country, right?
Yeah.
No matter what country they're from. Lived there his whole life. They call him an African American and then say he's like from Wales or something.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
So the Doctor Who rumors were true. Nkuti Gatwa's tendency as the Doctor was only destined to last 2 seasons. In the future-length season finale, the Doctor regenerated into returning actress Billie Piper, no less.
Oh, what?
Who?
Von Klaus is like, Qua?
Gay Piper? Gay Piper?
Billie Piper was the first companion of the reboot of Doctor Who with Christopher Eccleston. I don't even think they even show her. Let's get another picture.
How do they not show her in the article?
So I was curious as to how Doctor Til feels about this. Yeah.
Let's just say when I watched the Bi Generation episode, and I didn't even watch the full episode. I just watched I skipped around because I couldn't do it. I couldn't get through it. And then I saw him bi-generate into David Tennant and the gay black guy. I said, you know what? Some things are left in the past.
And Doctor Who is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I used to be a big Doctor Who fan, as you can tell. My background's there. I got 2 of the Doctors, Michael, what's his name, and David Tennant.
Matt Smith was
the
Doctor I started with. Of course, I went back to Eccleston and stuff, but Matt Smith was the generation I started with.
Art Haida's got it correct. Most desperate plot twist won't be enough to bring people back. I don't think so. You know what would be enough to bring people back? A really good epic story that's fun. Because I feel like, so me and my wife watched the first a couple of episodes of the first season with what's her name, Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, and they weren't good, man. They were not good. And then we watched the first. When David Tennant came back for that special, we watched the first one, and that was just dripping with luxury. Vaughn, it was like, we want you to really understand that Donna Noble's daughter is trans, and you have to understand that she's so powerful as a Time Lord because she chose to be a woman instead of a man, and that makes her super Doctor Who level. And it was just like,
they always do that. They always it's actually a good thing. It's better, actually. And you're just going, dude, listen.
When you think about it.
Don't even writers' rooms got taken over by women. That's it. This is the result.
But women, not even talented women, the worst kind of women. You know what writers' rooms got taken over? It was all the women in the HR department were like, I'm tired of doing HR. I'm gonna create all these roles that no one can function and live by, so that everyone gets fired, and then I'll take their job, and then I'll just find my best friend Tiffany to take over the HR department after I leave.
I'm tired of ruining just a company's lives. I want to ruin the whole world's lives.
What boys like must go. Here's the thing, man. By the time I left Chicago, every job interview I had, it was bloated, alcoholic, tatted up asshole women who didn't even really want to be there, who were making more money than I ever would, barely doing any jobs. It's like daycare for imbeciles, overpaid imbeciles. And now more women, white women at least, make more money and own more houses than single men do in this country.
Yeah,
that just
get them into the divorce.
Basically, what you're saying is that working in the modern corporate world is a lot like this.
As I see Anne and other people do. Finely chopped. I've never used a knife like
Christina,
this. Yeah.
do me a favor. I'm gonna if that knife, get off. Take the knife guard off. There's the knife underneath.
That's what it feels like to work in the corporate world.
I was wondering why.
Surprise!
It gets worse.
Why
Turn the knife over.
Turn your knife around. Turn your knife around. Turn your knife around.
She's using
for a sharper cut or what?
You want to cut something
with the edge,
with
where the teeth are, the edge.
I've seen this clip. I absolutely love it. It's so great.
This is what it's like to work in a corporate office scene.
Sharp end of the knife. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
They're pounding crawfish in a mortar and pestle.
Their first mistake was not suggesting she commit seppuku once she got the knife guard off.
She would use the wrong end.
she just stabbers her with a handle a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Her friends trying to chop her head off with a sword with the fucking guard on it.
Look at it.
Not chopping.
Look at this lady. Look what she's doing.
I thought if you pound it, it will add more. It will bring out some flavor.
Crawfish.
No.
I had no idea it'd be so hard trying to cut the avocado. And then I see this thing in the middle, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat that or toss them.
Guy punching stuff at the end.
The lady was cutting through the pit of an avocado.
Yeah, that takes so much force.
I don't even know if that was an avocado, man.
That's so much funnier than
It was like
washing
a
your
South
chicken.
American avocado.
Okay.
Or whatever it was. She was
Had a
slicing.
big ass.
She was
It was an
slicing
avocado for
through
sure.
the pit. Look at this. What is that? I don't even know what it is.
Looks
Actually,
like a big
yeah,
avocado.
she said
Zucchini
avocado.
to me. It looks like a
Yeah.
zucchini.
It's
Look at
huge.
that thing.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's got to be from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's big.
It looks like
For
there's
avocado.
an egg inside the avocado.
She,
Why
yeah.
do you let them vote?
Seriously. So this is like what I'm talking about. Like this is we have to repeal the 19th and the 26th Amendment. Voting is no longer a right because people are
Reboot.
too
We need a
stupid.
reboot.
Total reboot. You know what we need? We need to take all the amendments other than the 10 Bill of Rights. Like we basically when they formed ratified the Constitution, we just etch a sketch to that. Like the etch a sketch is the ratification of the Constitution, and everything out of that we just and start over.
Well,
Oh my god.
I'll vote for you if you run. Okay, so
You remember when we were younger and like your dad would tell you like a blonde joke and you're like, ah, that's a stupid woman. It seems like all women are just that now.
like you get it now, like you grew up to get it, because I did.
Well, it's like I thought it was just
Like-
blondes. Dad, you lied to me. You didn't tell me it was
Yeah.
all women. Apparently, they just say it's blonde so the other two categories will feel good about themselves.
Like this
That
woman
is-
here.
I remember
That
when
is
I
a
was doing
valid
Hunger
point.
Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because
Nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie before Hunger Games.
it wouldn't work.
Oh, absolutely.
And it just
Because it wouldn't
makes
work.
me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every single one of those beliefs.
Sandra Bullock in Speed, Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, Kate Beckinsale onto her, Sigourney Weaver, an alien, 1, 2, 3, 4, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu in Charlie's Angels, Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2, G.A. Jane, Demi Moore, Fifth Element with Mila Jovovich, oh, Resident Evil 2.
Like a lot. There's been a lot of like that's not even all of them.
Of course.
Dude, I mean, the alien Sigourney Weaver, get out of here.
We've all seen her naked too. That actress. We've seen her butthole. It's all over the internet. Like
Fair
I
enough.
can't take her seriously anymore.
I never thought she was.
You know, once
I never got people's big obsession with her. I'm like, she's
once I've seen a woman's
She
butthole,
seemed-
I just can't take her seriously.
I can't listen anymore.
that's why
The
I
thing
just
is
laugh at my
like
girlfriend when she says stuff.
what she was in this movie where she played like a destitute redneck, like surviving on her wits, and everyone was like, "What an amazing actress," you know. And then I saw her in everything after that, and she comes on like for interviews, and she's like this complete imbecile, and you're just like, "Yeah, I hope this
She's
fades
like
fast."
she's a total like Johnny Jock, like tomboyish, like, oh hey, what's going on, bro? Like, hey, what's going on? She cup checks you as you walk up to the interview, and you're like, whoa, hey, I just wanted to ask you about your win here tonight. And she's like, oh hey, what's up, bro? Anyway,
First woman ever, bro.
I just can't take any woman seriously that has the same color hair as her skin. It's just it's the same tone. Like she's like it's the beige of a brown paper bag.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh.
No! His face!
That video almost made me say two slurs.
Dude, what?
I didn't know.
Sorry.
I'm
just
being
thought
good.
of that, yeah.
Why internet? Why internet? No.
Too much anime, guys. Too much anime.
Too much anime. Well, you know what time it is? That's right. It's
Top
time
five.
for our top 5. Finally, on the hour. On the hour. Sorry, I'm
dude.
like multitasking here.
Oh man.
Top
he's having
5
to-
Saturday morning cartoons.
He's got to produce the
hell
show today.
80s
folks.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Top.
Let's do this.
Baron $5. He puts gummy bears in there.
This is. If I was a betting man.
Well, yes, you would be. Well, we'll see. Let's see.
You know
Let's
what?
see. Yeah,
You know,
let's see. Let's pull up
roll
the.
the
Let's
dice.
pull up the window here. Let's pull up the window. Do we got it here?
Pull up
Okay.
the window.
Boom. Number 5.
Muppet baby.
Babies.
Dude,
I loved this as a kid. I don't know about you, Vaughn Savage. Till
Yeah,
It was
I watched this. It was
so good. I absolutely loved it.
watched
Having those voices and having kind of a loving the Muppets already, then having this kind of cartoon companion with an incredible intro song as well was just it was the icing on the cake. Very
yeah, that
nice.
intro was a banger, and it was a banger because it was the same guy that did. Wait, what was the song? Crap. Was it? I can't. Someone look it up because the
Oh
guy
my
that did the intro to that did the intro to like friggin' I don't know. Anyway,
I
my
don't have
brain's
it.
gone. So that's number 5. Muppet
Number 5,
Babies.
Muppet Babies. Baby.
I absolutely love this as a kid. I love the I think one of the cool things about this was the genius behind it. And actually met one of the one of the lead writers, the showrunner for it. He actually was the son of Moe from the Three Stooges.
Oh.
Really funny guy.
Jingles.
And it was just genius because the kids use their imagination. They use their imagination to, kind of play. And so it's like the closest thing to like being I don't know, like when you're a kid, you have, when you guys were kids, you would see this entire world and you were in the Star Wars world or the G.I. Joe world or whatever. And you got to see all that. And that's what I loved about that. It was just these kids using their imagination to like go on these like super epic adventures.
Yeah, and never never leaving the safety of their little home.
The little nursery. Where the lady with that lady had the biggest cankles, man. That this cartoon is why I was afraid of girls with cankles. I didn't want to date girls with
You have
cankles.
an obsession with calves.
Like Irish women, I was never gonna marry an Irish woman. It was never gonna happen. It was just never gonna happen
They got
because of
limbs
this
like tree
cartoon.
trunks.
All right,
All
that's
right, number
5.
4.
Number 4.
Are you guys 4? Inspector Gadget.
Bum, ba-dum,
Hell
ba-dum,
yeah.
bum, 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 bum. Dude,
Basically, the
sweet.
cartoon version of Get Smart.
with Dr. Claw, next time, Gadget. And
Next time.
see everybody. Oh, dude, everybody has their Dr. Claw voice. It's so great. Absolutely love the show. I whistle this tune almost daily, like randomly. I used to be running through the halls of Extra, and be like, "Do, do, 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 do," and someone would be like, "Are you whistling Inspector Gadget right now?" I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I am."
Sleeping psychopathy is like, you guys are ancient. Yeah, I am. Today on this day, I am now officially 1 year older, and suck it. I'm Gen X for life.
Hell yeah.
And we had the best shit. We were lucky, man.
The
We grew up with
best,
some amazing
man.
shit. And we will share it with you.
Yeah,
It
and
doesn't
you know
disappear.
what? Our world is as good as it's gonna get because of Gen X.
We're in for an
Like doing
interesting
anything
wave coming up soon. Like,
Dude, I don't know, man. All I know is that Gen X has got to figure out how to right the ship because we're not going in a good direction. Okay, it's not great.
First
Anyway.
step, Kill the boomers.
They're dying.
Bye, Mom and Dad. It's time for you to go because you've been taking up way too much space.
Second step, take away women's voting rights.
No, that absolutely.
And then suddenly everything's solved. I don't know what happened.
Seriously. But I don't want to take away a woman's right to vote. What I want to do is I want to get rid of the 19th Amendment and the 26th Amendment because I don't want people to think that voting is a right because it's not. It's an earned responsibility. And I'm fine women voting as long as they're not stupid morons that are feeding off of the government like a parasite.
Do you have to take like a test or what do you got to do?
No, I think it's something like, I mean, I think we should get rid of income tax, so it wouldn't be that. But it's like you have to, like, basically back in the day, the states used to decide who got to vote. So it would be like, oh, you pay property tax, or oh, you volunteer in the community and like give back to to the community, or oh, you own a bunch of property and we're kind of living off of that property, But you are contributing to society in a positive way instead of just taking from society. So I think that should be left up to the states to decide. All right, who in our community is not a leech and a parasite on our society? Those guys can vote, and they would have different scales. California would let everyone vote because that state's run by morons, and then other states that are smarter.
Only let the hobos vote. California.
the hobo vote is the swing vote.
Man, fentanyl got passed it's just decriminalized instantly. What happened?
Wow, there was all this low income housing. It just got passed.
Oh, but real quick, just because we are on the hour, it is 10:02. It's 2 past the hour. Do you know what time it is, guys? Do you know what time it is?
Whiskey? 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 Whiskey?
Whiskey?
Oh, it's time for whiskey. Yes, it's my birthday. I'm going to have an extra large whiskey. I might take my pants off later and howl at the moon. I don't know. We'll see. The night's still young. All right. Number 3. Show. We're at number 3, right?
Yeah.
Number 3?
Number 3.
Okay. Number 3. Voltron.
See, this is one I've never seen.
Voltron's kind of badass.
Dude.
I've seen
this is the one that started it all. Power Rangers copied Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you see my Voltron? Hold on. Where
is Voltron the original? Is it the beginning
Voltron
of the whole
toys were
the team?
So great.
Yeah, they're huge too.
They're awesome. I used to have the whole set. I still have 1 or 2 pieces left.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
See him right there?
That's an original, isn't it?
Yes, it's got the metal. That one is got metal. The tigers are actually made out of metal. All right, how do I get back to my? Oh yeah, there we go. Now I gotta. Wait, how do I?
My buddy Eric just started getting into actual robot transformers. Have you seen these?
Actual?
No.
Yeah,
dude.
They walk. They talk. They transform on their own. Megatron. Well, he's not the gun.
Oh yeah,
he is the tank though.
Oh.
Yeah, they're about.
Yeah, but the gun was stupid. The gun was a dumb. That was a dumb. Whoever's idea was that. That was a dumb idea. The tank is way cooler.
It was interesting, but yeah, you're like if part of him would have come off and become a gun, and then he turned into something, and then he used that or something, but. For him to go into the hand of somebody else,
he shrinks down, and then Soundwave shoots him, and everyone is just like, "You're really little now, Megatron."
It would have been
trigger.
Looks like
we all know that we would have all lost our shit if in one of the Michael Bay movies he had literally just turned into a giant gun. Oh my god, they did it! They did it! I can't believe these fucking
Transformers the movie when he becomes Galvatron, he turns into a sweet cannon, right? He's a little more badass. Thank God.
No,
wait,
man.
Art Haida, Power Rangers. Does it really? Oh, because Saban bought it. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
so Voltron copied Power Rangers, and I'm full of crap and don't know what I'm talking about. But in my mind, as a child, Voltron was first.
Yeah,
I mean, it came here first. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
and we're not comparing it's best 80s cartoons. This is number 3 on the list, man. Power Rangers.
No, he's calling me out for saying that Power Rangers copied Voltron, which obviously it didn't because I'm wrong. And that happens sometimes. It's very rare, though.
Did Super Sentai, though, have the robot shit in it?
I think Yeah. No, they totally.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Did?
The
Okay.
only parts that were
Ultraman.
American were the actors that when they were they'd go to the Simi Valley in California. There's a library there, and they'd be like, "We're filming outside Simi Valley," or then they would sometimes film outside Cal State Northridge, and just the 5 actors, and then all the other stuff was Japanese, and that was old. Yeah, it was older.
I knew like they'd taken like the costume stuff, but I never recalled seeing the actual like Zords or whatever.
Yeah.
From the Super Sentai. So okay.
Yep.
All right.
Look, guys, a logo before Pride ruined rainbows.
It looks dope, right?
It looks awesome.
The month of June is officially on the Salty and Savage show. The month of June is my birthday month.
Woo, woo.
Not Pride month, okay? It's all about me and my basically me going to my wife and being like, I want to buy that.
Pride.
It's my birthday. I want to eat that. It's my birthday. I want to go there. It's my birthday. I don't want you to wear clothes today. It's my birthday.
Cool.
Wait, what?
All right,
I
so
thought,
that's number what? That was
Voltron
number 3.
did this ad for Jonathan Joss.
Wait, what?
I thought Voltron did the color for Jonathan Joss. R.I.P.
That was
Number
3.
2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hell yes.
Did you put Gummy Bears at number 1?
He did.
Wait, what?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Guys,
Ninja
come
Turtles.
on. Just wait.
I need like a
Ninja
deck of
Turtles.
cards to rub against.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was awesome.
It changed everything.
It was so fun. I love how they took a very adult indie comic where 4 turtles murdered everybody and made it a fun kids cartoon.
So great.
I want to see like a like
The radio
old
actor.
school style TMNT movie. That would be like a hard R. Like that would be so awesome.
Aren't
You
they
know-
kind of doing that?
Hard
They're
R.
doing what are they doing? The last Ronin movie.
Yeah.
Say that
Right.
you get R. That remains to be seen, but that might be cool.
Yeah, but I want to see them in the old costumes from the 90s movie.
Yeah.
That would
Like
be great.
doing the ultra
original.
violent like
We're-
indie
we're gonna
comic
bring
stuff.
back Corey Feldman to do voice work.
Yes.
Dude, if they don't make
AI,
a sequel
baby.
to the 90s ones, they're fucking up. Because
Dude.
it would be perfect amount of time. Like the turtles have been together forever, and now they're all dead, and Raph is the only one who's gonna go get vengeance.
Oh yeah, Raphael's Revenge. Oh,
Dude, so good.
oh yeah. All right, number 1, guys. Number one.
Gummy bear.
No.
No, it's not number 1. This was a really hard list. So hard.
Yeah, we
So
actually made, like,
such a hard list to do.
Several lists, and
Yeah.
this is what just ended up happening.
It's really hard list. Okay, so number 1, DuckTales.
Hell
Holy shit.
yeah.
That's a pretty good choice. I love
DuckTales.
DuckTales. That was like my after school, gotta watch it next to Rescue Rangers right after, back to back.
Oh yeah. DuckTales was great. It was on right after school, like I think for us on KCal 9, you had Rescue Rangers, then you had DuckTales, and then you had Darkwing Duck, which was like DuckTales was the glue. And you're like, I'll watch all 3 of these cartoons because I just want to watch DuckTales.
Right. Yeah,
And there's probably a lot of mad people right now.
Launchpad McQuack, and like they had a bunch of great characters, incredible voice actors. I was a big fan. I mean, I pursued being, a voiceover artist and whatnot. I loved the different voice actors that they used because I mean, many of those characters were across, several shows, but at the same time, they absolutely nailed it. The writing, the animation, and old Scrooge McDuck was fucking awesome.
All right, so I got the info though, real quick. So the singer of Gummy Bears theme song was Joseph Williams, son of John Williams, who Joseph Williams was also the lead singer to Toto.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Wait, John Williams isn't the John Williams?
as in the composer John Williams. Yeah,
Star Wars.
John Williams'
Jaws.
son also sings "Bless the Rains Down in Africa."
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And he sings
Yeah.
Gummy Bears.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
and he also goes "Gummy Bears."
So
Amazing.
all right,
So weird.
now
So
also at number 1,
also number
He-Man.
He-Man.
We are not
The Kevin
gonna
Smith
leave-
version?
No, the 80s version, the old school original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, dude. There's no way that we could have left the list in the state that it was. It was great, but there are entirely too many incredible cartoons that we had to go, you know what? Maybe we need another number one.
So what's it called? What's it called in a movie where like the movie takes a turn and it's like very shocking? What's that term called again?
The Turn.
Someone help me out here, you movie people.
But
you know when okay, so when a movie takes like an awful turn. So He-Man, the series He-Man, was when they were like, oh, we're gonna kill He-Man, Kevin Smith's version, right?
Oh yeah,
A twist. Yeah, it's just called a twist, right? Galaxy Stranger.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
M. Night
not a
Shyamalan,
plot
the
twist. I'm
midpoint
so
twist.
dumb. Yeah, plot twist. Could I have come
wanna
up
say
with the? Yeah, I'm also a little retarded. So the plot twist, you know, in Kevin Smith's He-Man was, oh, He-Man dies and it's about Tila because he's an asshole. The only that was worse. That was probably worse than the Crying Game plot twist.
that had a dick.
So I've never seen that movie.
Like
didn't they try to fix it with a new season and make Tila like into more of the sorceress and she's all feminine again and not like
a new
total
season of the
monster.
New season of the Crying Game.
Back to the dick.
Art Haida
Part
says
2.
Kevin Smith having a heart attack was God trying to save art. Yes. He
has done. He's done some incredibly fascinating stuff over the years and some of the funniest movies. But he has also done some of the most terrible cinema over the last.
No, dude, here's the thing. None of his movies hold up. Clerks doesn't hold up. Clerks 2 might be his best movie. Mallrats. Okay, Mallrats is good. Chasing Amy doesn't hold up.
The times changed around that, you know.
Dogma doesn't hold up.
Jason Amy was proven right. Okay, Jojo Siwa proved Chasing Amy correct. All the lesbian needs is a good dude.
Wait, Jojo Siwa was a lesbian? Oh man.
Yeah, and Mickey Rourke turned her straight.
Oh my
didn't even have to
god.
touch her.
Oh my god, Mickey Rourke.
All right. Also at number one. Also at number
That
one.
would be his name.
Also at number one. Okay, not really. No, just kidding. Sorry. G.I. Joe.
I love
Oh yeah.
It's a good show.
Also at number one.
It's really important that like in the number ones, like these are all shows that at some point they taught you a lesson. They were like, look, this is like this was a great story and this was fun and all, but you saw who the idiot was, right? You saw who was in the wrong, right? You should like be conscious, you know, when you go ahead and now today's the shows they're like, hey, oh, have a nice day. You're like, what the what?
The ed lesson though, so you'd have the show and it would like have a little bit of a moral, but then they'd also have an extra lesson, you know, like the more you know, go Joe. This is where I learned things like don't swim in a pond or lake during a rainstorm. Also, don't
because you don't
leave the pot boiling. And also how to put someone out who's caught on fire, how to put them out. These were very important life lessons that I learned. Also, I was absolutely obsessed with G.I. Joe toys. Out of all the toys I had growing up, I had most of them were G.I. Joe toys because they were cheap. They were cheaper. You could get like a little guy for like $2 or whatever, sometimes 99 cents. And they were my favorite. Yeah. But G.I. Joe, dude, I don't know. Did you watch G.I. Joe, Till?
A little bit, but that was like a little before my time. I was more of a Batman the Animated Series generation.
Oh, so good.
Yes, but that's the 90s. That'll be for our 90s cartoons.
Yeah. You guys have this problem, like you know, like you ever go over to like your parents' house and like the TV looks weird. You're like, why does your satellite look like everybody's going like jittering all over the place?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever have that problem with animated stuff? Like even when your TV's like my TV's normal, my TV doesn't do that shit because I'm smart and know how to change the frequency on a TV.
Right.
But like when I go back and watch like Batman the Animated Series on like HBO Max, I get a lot of like frame ghosting.
Yeah, it could be a frame rate transfer issue where like the original show was 28.3 or 28.9 whatever it is frames per second, and they're playing it at 32 frames per second. So there was a transfer at one point, and occasionally you'll get like a ghost frame or something like that where it's like a half of a frame.
It's like every frame, and I think what's happening is they're upscaling it to 60 FPS.
And that animation is not. You cannot do that.
It's
it has
weird
to stay
that
at,
you
like,
have
I
to
think it's
watch
30.
these old shows on a
32?
CRT TV to get like the right effect.
It's like trying to play a Nintendo.
You know,
on something
honestly,
that's not a CRT.
if you want Batman, you just get the old DVD. So I have like the old DVD series. It's fine on the new TVs, but you have to have a DVD player in order to watch
I'd
it.
say like off a streaming, so that could be like theirs could be upscaled, but the DVD is not. That would make sense, actually. Don't buy Batman the Animated Series on Blu-ray.
It also might be your head wound from the
could be.
acid. Maybe it's the left.
How many acids?
All right.
Well, are we talking real acid or research chemicals?
We got one last number one, guys. One last number one.
Oh, wait a second. I had a question about G.I. Joe.
What was the question?
Which chick would you bang? Are you a Scarlet? Are you a Lady J? Are you a Baroness?
Well, as a child, I didn't think about those kinds of things. And then now I'm a married man, so I do not think about those kinds of things. But my favorite female character was, I don't know. I thought they were all annoying.
All of them?
Yeah, I think the Baroness was super annoying. She's bad, so I don't like her. I thought Scarlet was annoying.
I kind of had a thing for some of the bad girls sometimes.
Wait, which one was Lady J? Oh, Lady J. No, because Lady J was lesbian.
No way. She's a husky tomboy. Just D.
So yeah, no, I didn't like any of the chicks. But I mean, when I was like watching this, I wasn't really like even. Girls had cooties, and my favorite character was obviously Snake Eyes and then Dusty. I like Dusty a lot, and then Flint. So those are like the three dudes that I like the most: Snake Eyes, Dusty, and Flint. Because Dusty had a friggin' A2 M16,
and Flint was giving it to Lady J.
Well, maybe it was like the Chasing Amy theory. So she was a lesbian, but then Flint was, and he turned her straight.
She was the tough. Spark. Flint was the spark.
All right, one more number one. Are you ready? Or is that joke getting old? Sorry. I will kick a dead horse for a really long time.
Oh, dude, are you still
number one? Our other number one.
Transformers. I was waiting for this.
Number one. This is our last number one. Okay, there's no more number ones. But we couldn't. This was such a hard list. There were so many cartoons, and we were like, dude, how are we going to do this for number of top 5?
Because there's no way that, I mean, there's so many, but you can't not say DuckTales. You can't not say Muppet Babies because they were totally influential and fantastic.
Yeah, but also Transformers was awesome too. And you can't not have Transformers on your top 5 list of 8 best cartoons ever.
Such a good cartoon. The animation is dope. The voiceovers are dope.
That's what I'm thinking, Art.
We talked about Ghostbusters.
Dude,
the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the real Ghostbusters.
Best shows ever.
Yeah. Which was hard because Garfield voiced Venkman. And then who else? Like there was a lot. Like the voice acting was really good. But like, it was just like, do you put like, how is Ghostbusters better than any of these other cartoons? And I couldn't make that argument. Savage couldn't make that argument. And we're always right. Our top 5 is always right and correct. And if you disagree, I'm sorry that you have terrible taste.
All right. And that was
that, ladies and gentlemen. Although, no Thundercats. I'm gonna tell you why. I vetoed Thundercats, and the reason why I vetoed Thundercats is because Thundercats had terrible animation. They had some good voice work, but so bad. Like probably out of all the and it was in consideration just because the toys were cool. But as far as like a cartoon goes, man, that animation was terrible, and those stories are not good. I'm sorry.
I never care for that.
Some of them are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some of them are.
Some of them are, but as a whole,
like wakes up one day and all the Thundercats are like, "You have to defeat all of us to become a man," and he's like, "What? Okay." He had to beat Chitara in a race. That bitch is a cheetah. He had to beat Panthro in a strongman competition. That dude's a panther.
Yeah.
Like, it was just awesome. It was an awesome episode. But you're right.
I mean,
It wasn't as consistently good as other shows when it came to.
And Marcel the Magos is a pervert.
It's the cat.
Yeah.
If you know.
How dare you, sir?
I love
Wait, no.
Silverhawks.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, Silverhawks, dude. I think Silverhawks, though, 70s, right? That's late 70s, but it came to the States in the 80s.
It's
I think it might have
80s
been
after
early 80s, but
Thundercats. It's
Is
the same
it?
people made it by the same people. It was their
Wait,
new
I'm
version
thinking of. Am I thinking of Thunderbirds? Oh, I'm thinking of Thunderbirds.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Puppet-
Silverhawks wasn't any good.
The weird.
What was
puppet people.
that? I was trying to. I couldn't remember what it was. What was the one where it was like, oh, he has the eyes of an eagle and the ears of a wolf and a
Brave Star, dude.
Brave Star. That was awesome. I
Brave
love
Star.
that show.
That show's amazing. They had some
It
incredible
was.
animation.
But
It was-
was
it
it
did have-
top 5?
Super
No.
good animation.
Not top 5.
Not top
Yeah.
5, but it was awesome. It was definitely
It was
notable.
still up there.
It was up there. Maybe top 20. Maybe if we did top 20.
Maybe we did top 20. All right, drop Transformers. We're out of the top 5. That was
We're out of. Oh, yeah. Drop the crap, man.
drop the crap. Hey,
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
That was a damn good top 20 or whatever we just did.
That's it.
Top
It was our top
77.
5 with 4 number ones.
It's our show. We can do whatever the
Yeah,
fuck we
we
want.
do it. It's our show. We do whatever. If we have a top 8, we'll have a top 8.
have-
And we do
we
it's top 8 because it's 80s cartoon.
Not attitude, but okay,
So-
I'm with you guys.
We have fun around the office, you know. We like to have fun around the office a little bit.
We do what we want. Okay, we do what we want.
He was
All
a
right.
homosexualist then.
No, that was Jonathan Joss. That was Jonathan Joss,
Oh,
who just died.
That was the neighbor that shot him, actually.
That was
The old lady.
Oh my god. Oh man, dude, so
That's
funny.
what they meant by violent slurs.
hey, I'd like to appreciate Dr. Till for coming on and getting our show canceled as well. That would be
Yep.
Hey, I didn't specify anybody. The only person we've made fun of is dead, so I don't know how.
Hey, ooh,
Feelings can't get hurt.
Too-
Aw.
too soon?
That's
Too soon?
another member of the King of the Hill cast down, y'all. We got Brittany
Oh.
Murphy dead. The guy that did Dale Gribble dead. We got and now Chief fucks your wife dead or whatever his name was.
Gee, fuck.
Yeah.
Demonize asks, or says it asks, here in Canada, we had Rocket Robin Hood. Did you guys have that? No, but that sounds awesome.
No idea.
But also, I'm sorry that you live in Canada.
It sounds.
Robin Hood
it
and
should-
Rocket.
Did the local Native American come over and give your mother a rocket Robin Hood, or say hello to your mother for me?
Yes, the top 5 was the best
Please, that's
80s cartoons, because if you're gonna open it up, that's just I would not be able to do the top 5 best cartoons of all time, because that would be really hard, because I absolutely love cartoons like
Batman the Animated Series, number 1.
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest. I would even throw in the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest with that, because I love the Real
Scooby-Doo.
Adventures. Like the 90s sequel.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo's great.
Thundar's a good one, but I think Thundar started in the 80s, and then it's in
Thundar
the
the Barb
70s, right?
Bear, yeah.
And then they had a reboot in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like
There were a
all the
few of those-
Hanna-Barbera cartoons, man.
Yeah, there were a bunch of the Hanna-Barberas that they like revamped. It was like, oh, come on, even. I'll tell you what.
I liked.
It's-
I was a Robotech nerd. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, dude, I love
Robotech.
Robotech.
Isn't-
Absolutely
wasn't
love
that,
Robotech.
that was amazing. I'll
Also-
still watch that today, man.
All,
Also,
Oh,
you go,
reboot.
right there,
That was a
Vaughn.
reboot, kid.
Oh yeah, you got a Valkyrie up there. or whatever.
I got Valkyrie, and then I got. Where is my other? I got another one somewhere up there. I got a couple.
It's cool.
Love the Maycross. I actually am friends with the guy that manages the property for Harmony Gold. So
that is cool.
Might have to do something the next time he's at a con. Get some stuff going there, man.
Dude, don't get conned.
Don't get conned. I meant it at Comic-Con, man. I meant it at Comic-Con.
Okay.
All right. Trying to see what else was there.
Also, Tekka Man, awesome as well. Along with like that, Tekka Man was one of those very similar, Japanese-inspired animation where the guy got in the suit, and then that suit could get into another suit, and it was pretty wild.
Fun.
Now
Pretty
for
wild.
something completely different.
That could have been the acid that I took, but maybe I don't know.
So we were talking about the 19th Amendment earlier and the 26th Amendment, and how we should get rid of that. But also, we should get rid of the 16th Amendment.
Sir, you got to pay your taxes. Taxes? How much? I don't know. Oh, okay, I owe nothing. No, you do.
You have to figure it out.
Okay, how much? I don't know. Habibi, who knows? Ideally, you, sir. How am I supposed to know? Well, you got to do your calculations. How? We have tools for that. Yeah, why don't you use them then? They're for you to use. It's your taxes. Yeah, but you want some. Oh, yeah, we do. Habibi, what if I don't pay? Well, we take your stuff. Take my stuff, I'll buy more. You also go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. Then do the calculations and pay. Oh, Allah, what if I make mistake? That's tax fraud. But it's mistake that you made. How will I even know I make mistake? We'll let you know,
That's
don't
the
worry.
part that's like, so we're going to make you do your taxes. We're not going to tell you how much you owe us. You're going to tell us how much you owe us. But if you make a mistake, that's going to be, you're going to get in trouble for the mistake that you made. And then, but we know, because we know how much you made, but we're not going to tell you how much you owe us. We're going to let you figure that out. But if you don't figure it out, like this is like being in a relationship with a crazy woman. I mean, well, that's redundant. This is like being.
So you do know how much I owe? No. Then how will you know I make mistake? We have tools for that. Then just use the tools, ya Ahmar. They're different tools. Also, I'm not getting paycheck now. I'm living on saving. Oh, you're getting paid cash. What? We know. How do you know that? We got tools for that. Sir, you gotta pay.
So, the number one.
And then they create an entire industry of particular individuals who are like, oh, but we'll do your taxes for you. And you're like, God damn it. I'm just going to pay somebody else to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. But we have a T-shirt for that on the Salty and Savage Show, and the link will be in the chat. Income tax is slavery. Spread the word. Spread the word. Income tax is slavery. Okay, and there are people out there in the world that say that we fought a civil war to end slavery, only to institute it as an amendment. The 16th Amendment after the 50th, after the nerve of the Democrats.
The
next amendment after all the no more slavery amendments was just kidding, slavery for everyone.
Fuck you, pay me.
Gotta pay for that war they engineered.
Pay me.
Yeah. If you are work hard enough, smart enough, do all the right things, don't act like a douche, and do really well, we take your money and and if you've ever dealt with the IRS, and I have, because I made a mistake on my taxes a long time ago. And let me tell you something, they own your ass until you fix that mistake, and usually it comes with a lot of penalties, because they're like, we're never letting you go now, you're ours, bitch. It's evil, dude. Evil.
I mean, Salty, you could just, I don't know, start a church.
Hey, there we go. We were looking for a new revenue stream.
I could start a church. Maybe I'll call it Turkey Robot, the Church of the Turkey Robot.
Oh, yeah.
That'll look good on an application.
For sure.
Dude, Vaughn, though, you need to send me in the private chat the trailer that we should watch.
Oh, man. I was trying to skip doing that.
Oh, you don't want to do that? We want to.
You want to watch something?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'll
Yes.
look around. I'll look around my channel.
Yes. I'll look
Yeah,
around
look
my
around your
links.
channel while we watch this video. Also, just so you guys know, my comic book still available on Indiegogo and now on Fund My Comic. I'll have a link for you in a second. Okay, watch.
I mean, will we still need humans?
Not for most things.
They told you AI was just a tool, but what if it was a trap? Designed to addict, engineered to isolate, built to control. They want you in the pod, hooked to the machine. Your thoughts, dreams, and ideas harvested like crops until there's nothing left. But one man stands in their way. Ben Franklin. He is Silence Do-Good, a time travel agent on a mission to shatter their enslavement of humanity. The battle for your mind begins. Silence Do-Good Volume 1, Electric Dream.
Damn, dude. When I first see that trailer, I'm like, what is this? The new InfoWars and shit? And then it turns into your comic.
Yeah. It almost sounds like the voiceover sounds like a Rumble ad.
Rumble ad. Well, you know, I did
Grinder ad.
I did used to work in marketing, so I do.
You know how to hit them.
I do know how to hit you with some stuff. All right, dude, you guys got to see this trailer. See, this is why Vaughn is doing my trailers for the foreseeable future. Are you guys ready for this?
Are you ready?
Let's watch this, dude.
Sick.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Black
I love
Terror
it.
going up against Lockshot, the sniper with scopes for eyes, and this creepy kind of undead cyber trapper named Sawback. Horrific battles, real heart, real emotional core. It's his past come back to haunt him in the worst way. So it's real dark, it's real epic.
Scopes for eyes? That's awesome.
She's a little mutant, and you're gonna find out how and why. So it's great, man. We've got great characters for this. I made up the villains, but I used the classic Golden Age Black Terror and kind of brought him into a new creepy era where he's trying not to freak out and murder people as a hero, but he's kind of forced to after some creeps from his past blow up his neighborhood. So he's moving through the ashes of his neighborhood, seeing all the horrors, taking on these.
Wait, all the horrors or the whores?
You mean like heroes that you pay for?
The
Not in this one. They're all dude. In this one, they're all powdered dust on the street. Them hewers.
These hewers.
So someone from his past had it in for him and tried to blow him up, blew up most of his neighborhood with it. And it's epic. He goes through the trenches of what was his neighborhood, and it takes him back to his time in World War II and all the horrible atrocities he committed. And he's kind of facing his own darkness, all that shit. It's great.
Yeah.
People should check it out.
No, it's I just read it last week. Finally, because I have like a stack of like CG books I'm trying to get through, and it was definitely a fun read, and I highly recommend Terror in the Trenches. And it's actually what literally put the book down and was all right, Vaughn, what's up? I need you to work with me on this project, and he already hit me up to work with him on another project. So there's gonna be 2 projects, guys, where me and Vaughn are teaming up, and it's gonna be 2.
And it's just like scissors.
Why you gotta make it
Considering
gay?
that logo, yeah.
Why you gotta make it gay?
I don't know. It looks pretty good to me.
Together, two. Anyway,
All right,
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. We're gonna make some killer stuff.
But I do
blast.
I do want to watch one other trailer.
Let's fucking do it.
One
Their
other trailer
neurotic biography.
that Vaughn did.
Oh, The Secret Life of Plants.
But I do want to watch one more trailer that Vaughn just did because this looks really cool. This book looks really cool.
Ooh, yeah.
This trailer's great.
Ball.
If fighting was a god, I would worship him.
Why are you showing up?
I would bow to him.
I fucked it up. Sorry, guys. I don't know why the scrub bar won't go away.
If fighting was a god,
there we go.
I would worship him. I would bow to him. I would pray for victory. For he only grants opportunities. But behind every god lurks a devil. And the devil wants me to take a dive. My name is Anatomic. And this is how my legend was made.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
So if you guys don't know,
good best music.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, here, let me just go. So right now, there's a sign up for Anatomic. You guys can go to 9livescomics.com and just check it out. It's a basically a spin-off, or it's one of the characters. Anatomic's a character in Rex, Inglorious
Rex. Yeah.
Which I am waiting for. I haven't gotten yet because I'm new to Comicsgate. So I got all three, and I'm waiting for all three to be shipped out to me because I bought it when three launched. So, but the artwork on this looks dope, dude. Like, so you just click on it and go to the sign up. You saw the artwork in the trailer. The trailers are just absolutely gorgeous, and the artwork. Shane Davis has been showing the artwork like crazy. So definitely go check that out. If you guys are into that. I like Shane Davis's artwork from DC back in the day. I like his Batman. Like, he does Batman good. And the thing about Shane Davis is that he understands that he needs to draw Batman different than Superman. Like, I can't stand comic book artists that draw those dudes like basically the same with like this, like the same ink. Like, you gotta draw Batman darker and grittier, man. You can't just make him all pretty. Okay.
Pretty Batmans.
I had the weirdest way of meeting Ethan Van Sciver. Like, I've loved comics for years, but I really not like movies where I like know all the directors and writers and actors and all that shit like almost by heart. Like comics, I never really got into like all the different writers. Like I knew the big ones, but like I didn't really get nerdy with it like I did with movies. And Ethan followed me on Twitter out of nowhere. And I didn't know who he was. and I think it was just because I hang around Mersh and Royce from Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he just followed me because they both of them followed me. And I was like, this guy, I started looking him up. I was like, holy shit, this guy wrote the Flash Rebirth? What? Or drew the Flash Rebirth? What the fuck? I was like going around like, guys, this guy follows me on Twitter. Like, we don't care. Can you go away? We have real life stuff to do. I'm like, guys, you understand.
Dude, I gotta say though, that trailer, man, the voiceover is real. Did you use AI?
It is good.
Dude, that's my first time using AI.
It was very good for AI.
Yeah,
and
that was very
I
good.
found to find that voice and craft it, I had to go through a lot of horrible sounding voices that did not sound good.
Yeah.
But then I took it and I think I like changed its frequency a little bit, or like lowered the decibel, or not decibel, but I basically changed it to become her voice, and he liked it, so we went with it. I did some tests of different voices to make sure we had the right one, because I'd never done this before, and I didn't want it to sound bad or unprofessional or like tacky like AI can.
Yeah. I heard I watched a video the other day. Did you any of you guys ever watch Farscape?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then did any of you guys play Dragon Age?
No.
No. Okay, so you know Moira from Farscape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Moira? Was that her name?
I think so, yeah.
What was her name? Something Black? Something Black?
Claudia Black.
Claudia Black.
Yeah.
So I was watching, someone was doing like a trailer or something, or some kind of whatever, and the voiceover was clearly AI, but it sounded so much like Claudia Black. I was like, that's offensive, man. Because I really liked her. Like she does a lot of voice acting. Like she was a character in Dragon Age. I can't remember that character's name. Morgana. Is that right? And it sounded exactly. I'm all, dude, that's messed up, man. So for those that don't know, like my comic book Science Do Good is about AI, and it's delving into a world where AI is essentially stealing from humanity and stealing your dreams, your aspirations, your hopes. And because it's basically my social commentary on AI, because I'm like, dude, AI is just a thief. It is just a thief. Like, it is taking someone's essence, like who they are, like their voice is everything. Like, she's older, so she can't do, like she's not gonna be able to do certain roles on TV anymore because she used to do the I'm the sexy tough girl. She's older, right? It's like 20 years later, she's like, I can't be sexy or tough anymore because I'm like 60 years old, but I have my voice. And it's like AI is stealing that from her. It's freaking messed up, man. But at the same time, it's very helpful for people like us to make trailers because we can't afford to hire Claudia Black.
Well, sell your voice to AI. Make a bundle off of it. James Earl Jones signed his voice away to AI. Now he's on Fortnite as Darth Vader.
Oh, that's awesome. Did he do that to James Earl Jones before? Because he died, right?
Yeah, before he died.
He signed a bunch of money, or signed a bunch of shit away right before he died.
that was because he knew that his estate would then make money off of him afterwards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily, a younger or like working actor, I wouldn't necessarily sell yourself so quickly, but it is awesome.
Yeah. It's Morgan as a character. Morgana, same thing, right? It's the same
Morgan.
thing. Morgana, Morgan. It's totally Morgan, by the way.
Was she based
thank you for
off
correcting me, Galaxy Stranger.
The Morgana from the Merlin Legends?
I can't remember names. Like
nasty
we went
witch.
I went to the Red Robin today with my wife because I got my birthday burger because it's my birthday. And I'm like, I'm getting a free cheeseburger because I like a Red Robin cheeseburger.
Yum.
And we go to this Red Robin, same Red Robin. We get the same waiter because I'm one of those people. I like to go to the same person because he's really good. And I couldn't remember the dang server's name, dude. And I'm like, I'm the worst. I can't remember people in real life. How am I supposed to remember video game characters?
That's not your fault. People these days are naming their kids like adjectives and shit. It's like they're not actual names anymore.
Listen,
you get the check and then you see his name. Thanks, Terry, or whatever the fuck, and then you go, thanks, Terry.
You do like I do, Salty.
I am not as old as Ethan Van Sciver, you mother effer from Australia. Okay. Yet. Not as old as Ethan Van Sciver yet.
Technically, in Australia, you're already 50. So
yeah, or whatever.
You're born 50 there.
Salty, I sent you a good example of what I think AI is used good for, which is making things quick that would otherwise take you a very long amount of time and be very costly, like you were talking about with the trailers. Maybe this is a good example of.
Dude, does everyone have context for this though?
I mean,
I do. Vaughn's all, yeah. Just show it.
Do you need
show it? What do you mean? Like, how have I used AI to make something that would take longer quicker?
No. He's got. Hold on, let me pull this up.
Now, this isn't just straight AI. I don't do any, like, every image I take from AI is just assets I use for other things. So this is exactly how it came out, but this is the final image is
you
guys know he went to Dallas Expo?
I love how it looks like it's the booth behind them.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Listen, Art Haida, I am also not that age. So you shut your poor mouth.
Down one by one.
Not yet. All right.
AI, I was just reading something about, actually, I heard something on the radio. It was a security company, like in ADT or whatever, those people who set, have like alarms on your house and whatnot. But this security company, I think it was called something like Deep Sentinel or something that, most likely a sex toy would be called as well. And it was, they're like, oh, we use live, they have cameras like set up all on your house. Like there's legit cameras, and they're like, oh, it's live 24/7 monitoring by our professionals and AI. It's like, so they have this AI that's just farming surveillance footage of your houses now. And I was like, this is not a good, this is
no,
not
well, also like, it's like, the thing that's crazy is they're just doing it. Like there's no, like,
It's
just
Wild West right now.
Yeah,
all
it's
new.
totally Wild
It's all
West.
new.
And here's the problem though, Vaughn, it's that you are right. It's Wild West, but nobody's getting shot yet except for Jonathan Joss.
Rest in peace.
Is that too soon? Too soon?
Well, I mean, not for us.
So soon.
Tristan
So
might have a
soon.
different opinion, though.
Speaking of guns, dude, guys. This has
like
to
guns.
happen. This has to happen
Speaking of guns,
on my compound. This has to happen.
Real-life Star Wars blaster.
Oh, dude, I've seen this.
Oh wait,
This
why
cool.
is the volume so low? Why
is
the
that
volume
like
so
a
low?
Mac 10?
No, okay, so this is an AR-15 lower. This is an
Oh, it is?
AR-15 upper. It is running probably a piston system because it's probably got a shorter bolt with a piston system because
Dude,
it's got no
huge.
buffer tube, right? But yeah, he just used the charging handle. Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Wars blaster.
Use your charging.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's so cool. Pretty dope.
Look at that. I don't know why the scope is to the side. I don't understand unless that scope is like totally crap. Because if you're trying to do like, I would say just do a scout scope on top so that you can look right through it. You get a scout scope.
I've got a bunch of targets set up. So to
Look at this.
that goes
He's like
boom.
the younger hippie tree hugging
huge,
version
like-
of Hickok 45.
it's a giant hunting scope. I think it should be a little smaller, right?
No, he's probably if that scope is working, it's probably a scout scope. I just don't know why you would do that to the side. I think that's kind of.
Actually, I think on Han Solo's blaster, it is on the side. Like
Is it on the side?
Because it's just part of like the funky, cool design.
Because they used like a Luger or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the exact gun, but that might be it. Because it has that. See, that has that box at the front. Where
Did he
you
do it
load
on the
in
side?
your
Oh,
clip.
they did do it on the side. It's just you never really see it purely because it's always like head on.
Yeah,
I was wondered about that.
Wait,
'cause
no.
it's like,
just part of the design, isn't it?
it's like kind of slightly.
let's
It's not
take a
as far
look.
over as his is, but it's
No,
kind of
yeah.
slightly cocked to one side.
It's not as far over.
It's
But
like
yeah, that
it's
makes
almost
sense.
like the way Han likes it, and it's just fantasy shit. Right?
Yeah. It's just way too over to the side.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty far compared to the real life.
Like
blaster
little
design.
less bud there, little less bud.
I say he should extend it more.
Probably couldn't. But, dude,
Oh, that one was.
and like honestly, if you're using like tracer ammo, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, of course.
Good. That was real bright that time. Shaving cream on the right.
It's the only time that the California 10-round mags
Oh,
are
it's epic.
acceptable on an AR-15.
Dude, it's so stupid.
That's so cool, man. Or is he using 20-round? No, those are like 10-round
I
mags.
built
Look at
a
that!
real.
A holster, freaking leather holster. That's like level like that. This is like, okay, you can join a militia and also a cosplaying group. Like,
Yeah, I feel like this guy's at the medieval fair. Like, yeah, I built a blaster, my real blaster. Let's play D20 games. You know, like
I was
he's
gonna
just
say
like
that-
one of those dudes.
The real tragedy is this thing probably didn't get him laid, and it really should have.
In the 80s, he'd be drowning in pussy.
Yeah.
Simply Green's like, why he needed us? Yeah, because he wasn't a good shot. He definitely wasn't a good shot. That is for sure not a good shot at all. But I'm like, so wife, I know my wife is watching. This is happening. This will be the next
We're making a custom
edition?
version of this.
Yes, that will be happening at the compound. That
You ever seen
I-
the?
yeah.
You ever seen the Tesla gun?
The Tesla gun.
Yeah, it's not made by Elon Musk. I'm talking about like Nikolai Tesla.
Well, now I'm
It
glad
shoots,
that
like,
you said that because
plasma
now I
bolts or
have
something?
Tesla gun, Tesla. Now there's a new song in my head.
Tesla
In my head.
gun, oh Tesla gun.
And that song actually now needs to happen. No, the Tesla gun. Let me wait. I have to have seen this.
It's a Tesla coil you wear as a backpack, and it has a gun, and you can shoot lightning bolts out of it. It's pretty cool.
I have seen this.
He like made one in his driveway, and he's like shooting shit in the driveway.
Yeah,
it's
and you can shoot yourself with it. It doesn't hurt you or anything. It's weird.
Yeah, there will be a blaster that Ben Franklin makes in the series Sounds Do Good eventually, where it's very similar to a Tesla gun, but you see it on the issue of cover 1, but it's coming later because originally I designed it as a Saturday morning cartoon, but then it became a comic book. So you gotta tell the story a little bit differently.
Since you have Sounds Do Good going through time and stuff, maybe in the future, possibly, there's a point where he has to build a coil for some reason. And then there's a guy who's watching him build the coil who, while Sounds Too Good is using this coil to make lightning bolts everywhere to stop the bad guy. The guy goes, "Hey, Nikolai, it's me, your cousin, Marvin. You know, Marvin Tesla?
Marvin Tesla?
You know that new coil thing you were looking about? What about this?"
That might actually have to happen, although that might ruin the fact that I'm probably going to bring in Tesla as the next Silence Do Good, but okay.
I mean, he could be
spoilers.
Like an apprentice
Spoilers.
type thing, you know.
Spoilers.
I wanted to ask you guys, after watching that last video, did you guys watch Andor?
No. Andor what?
Season 1 and 2.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's a show. It's the best thing Disney's done with Star Wars yet, and it's
what I've heard.
I watched the first 3 episodes of season 1, and I was so incredibly bored, like so incredibly bored. And I don't know why, because people are like, "Oh, but season 1's good." I'm like, "No, it's not." It was so boring. It was slow. Like, it's not a Star Wars movie. It's like some weird, like, I don't know what I was watching, but it was like some stupid, lame. I wanted to be everything to everyone. It was like, I'm a noir film, I'm a spy film, I'm a this, and it's like, it's not Star Wars. I don't know what this is. It's got a French guy that I don't give a crap about, and that I didn't like in the freaking movie, and I definitely don't like now. Like, I don't care, man.
I didn't care at the beginning, and season 2 was so good. Like, I liked season 1. Like, season 1 at the beginning, I was like, man, it's slow, but it's not terrible like all the other Star Wars shows have been. So, like, I'll keep going with it.
It's
like,
slower than trying to pass a poo when you're constipated, and it's more painful. I would rather be backed up for days trying to force a poo than watch anything from Andor.
The shit poo.
Well, once you see what the actual plot of the show is, it makes a lot more things.
Do they ever get to it? Because 3 episodes in, I was all, what is right?
Season 2 is all about them bringing together the resources to build the Death Star.
That sounds so boring.
It's not.
That sounds so like
it's
genocide that happens.
That's like watching someone play Sim City. I'm gonna watch you have the resources to build your city. Like, what? I don't want to watch. I okay. Dear wife, may I have, because I am just like, what are you talking about? Till, you're one of the funniest people on the internet, and I'm already bored of this story.
Oh, Jesus.
They did not make the mistake of bringing in Darth Vader. They did bring in Krennic, though, from Rogue One. And I liked him in Rogue One. They made him absolutely fucking terrifying in Andor. Like, you think he's going to fucking murder this bitch with his bare hands, and he's just talking. Like, and not even being like violent or just asking her questions. And you're like, this guy is going to fucking. Season 2 was really good, and season 1 was really slow. The best part of season 1 was you got to see what inside of an imperial prison looks like. That was fucking cool. Season 2 though, like
just in case you need some.
Yeah, but
soft
what
related
as
to
cool
that.
as this? Was it as cool as this?
You get
Was it as
raped
cool
by
as this?
droids.
They're the absolute worst group of people we've got in our country, and it's not even close. I think we'd all be better off with them gone. But as I was saying, my administration and I have been taking careful note of the work of Colossal Labs, the biotech company that resurrected the dire wolf. If they can bring back wolves, they can bring back dinosaurs. Terrible lizard. That's what dinosaur means if you break it down. But picture this, folks. Velociraptor, mounted Border Patrol agents. They'll rip your head clear off. Pterodactyls patrolling the skies, velociraptors on the ground. To prevent the immigration apocalypse, we may have to counter with a dino-apocalypse, folks. It's true.
That's good.
Dude, look, this is what I love about AI and also what the time that we live in. Because, like, that's not far from reality.
Dino-apocalypse.
Being talked about. It's like Reagan back in the 80s was like Star Wars. He was like, hey, we're going to have lasers in space that will mess your crap up if you screw with the United States. And the Russians were like, we got to spend more money to beat these guys. And, you know, made them go bankrupt. Helped win the Cold War. So, you know, I'm like, I wanted this to be real. It's obviously not real. It's AI, but seriously.
It was hysterical.
Like, seriously. Can this, we got to make this happen because that's the best Border Patrol plan I've ever heard of. Like,
I mean, if Trump's the president that brings back dinosaurs, like,
that'd be great.
Dude,
get our statues of him
America
riding a
dinosaurs
velociraptor
again.
into battle. It would be so cool.
oh, whiskey. I love whiskey.
I would just be happy if this company could bring back George R.R. Martin's, desire to finish the series.
Dude, who cares?
Who has
I'm
hope for
sorry.
that?
Game of Thrones sucks. I said
I
it.
really love the books. Just in the books. I don't care if the ending sucks or not. I just want it to be done.
You know what I would like to be done?
Suck to feel that.
It never starting.
It's not. It's Lord of the Rings on nihilism for me.
It's
That's-
Lord
I
of the
can get
it's
into
Lord
it.
it's Lord of the Rings.
But
Lord of the Rings would be cool. I just came up, dude. Vaughn, is that our next comic book? Lord of the Rings. It's like
I don't
Skyrim
know.
meets Lord of the Rings.
We could do better.
I know, I'm just kidding. No, that's something for like the Wheelers to do. Anyway,
It would be Gorge of the.
oh yeah, but Lord of the Rings is just Lord of the Rings. I mean, Game of Thrones is just Lord of the Rings on Skinamax. That's all it is.
Well,
it is
with some nihilism test.
Well, it's more of, it's actually like the Game of Thrones book is actually War of the Roses with a Lord of the Rings like skin. So like all the shit that they do to each other, all that shit took place during the War of the Roses. Like that, he's just ripping out of history.
No,
Which
yeah,
is why
totally.
it's so nihilistic, because that's how history actually is.
Because
Like, we're a
history's
bunch
not
of
pretty.
assholes.
Yeah. Right. And I'm used to like it's probably just because I'm a little old school at this point. I'm a little older and I like that classic fantasy. That's what you guys were talking about with Star Wars. Like I like the pace of the adventure Star Wars because it was based off Flash Gordon, and I'm like a huge Flash Gordon fanatic. And I just grew up on that. So that's like more natural to me, But I try to keep my mind open if they do something cool and new with, something I love. I don't try to be a dick about it, but it's
Yeah, but you know what else, Vaughn? You know what else it is? It's just better. It's better. And also, Vaughn, you're not as old as Ethan Van Sciver, okay?
Okay. A little bit. I like that classic time of storytelling and getting to experience it as a kid. And I don't just look at it like nostalgia. I do look at it like they structured things better. They made things with more care, not just in terms of art, but even our like tech. And so it's really interesting now. It's
Well, things get easier, you get lazier.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever I went to school for screenwriting, directing, the first day of class, my teacher said, Our school is the biggest known film school in the universe. It gets 0 movies in the film festivals. They look great. They have great lighting, costumes, everything, great cinematography, but we can't write a story for shit. And this was like 2007. So I was like, holy shit, we have like a weird story crisis going on. I need to be a better storyteller. I need to make the best, coolest stuff I can to remind people how good it was in the past. I feel like
I feel like a lot of that comes down to all these motherfuckers had great lives. Like they come from rich families, upper middle class families, like get in there and they've had no hardship, no life experience outside of like working in this system of like becoming like a staff writer.
Oh man, I had to do construction like 1 weekend a month for a whole summer.
Yeah.
And then they make movies like this with actors like this.
Oh god!
Fuck! Why'd you have to ruin my night like this, dude?
It's like we forget that like Hemingway, like.
So a girl is gonna play Link, and a boy is gonna, or a trans girl is gonna play Zelda.
I don't know about that.
A garden gnome.
Someone's
is what
just
that is.
trolling us.
I know. I'm just teasing. All right, we're gonna wrap it up, but I do want to watch 2 more videos because I want to watch something horrible, and then something wonderful.
Oh, okay. That's always a good way to do it.
Column A, column horrible.
It's a nice balance.
So let's just watch this. So he's cooking $150 steak for dinner. Okay.
Oh, this guy with blue bonnet. Get the
doing an entire thing.
Wagyu steak, $150.
Oh, this is gonna piss you off.
I think it's time to flip it. That actually doesn't look half bad. Now we're gonna season it while it's cooking.
It looks whole bad.
And I don't want to add too much because the butter was already salted.
So salt and pepper and just
be upset.
Boiled it. He boiled
to
it.
drain the grease.
So he's Irish.
Grease.
No, he drains the grease right into the sink.
Salty. It's worse than boiling it. He deep fried that.
No,
Like
it's not even fried though.
It was in blue bonnet. It was
He
like
just
canola
boiled
oil,
blue
basically.
bonnet. I don't even know if that's real butter.
He breadless deep fried that shit.
Dude.
He dumped the grease into the sink though. I was like,
Yeah.
bro,
That's also sacrilege.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick. Like I'm gonna kick you so hard in the dick that my foot is actually gonna go past your, like my shin is gonna be up in your paunch and just crush your balls into your paunch. Like that's how bad I'm gonna kick you.
Don't worry, his grandmother's got enough money in a retirement fund.
Ooh, it's like
Look,
butter.
like you can't even cut.
That looks good.
Oh my god, there's no way it's cooked.
What?
Everything he does is to piss off older guys. That's all this is. He's just like this.
I know.
Quick update.
He's like, I'm such an edgelord with my hair that Salty had when he was in his early 20s. Like, bro. Also, like, could your look be any older than, I don't know? Because when I was 21, I had this look. Okay, like seriously, bro, you ain't even cool. You ain't even cool.
A bad steak or something, because that was actually disgusting. I don't know what was wrong with.
Listen, motherfucker.
But it was like rancid. If anyone knows how I can solve this, help me out.
So I'm like, this could also go for a section of real or fake, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
Like
Fake.
Amoeba's like, I love that hair. Here's what's wrong with the hair. Number one, okay.
Oh my god.
He's number one. It's like Billy Joe, which is terrible. It should be more like Nikki Sixx, which is awesome. Okay. So if you have Nikki Sixx hair, you're slaying. If you have Billy Joel hair, you're not. Okay, you're not.
Billy Joel.
This is probably totally fake. Who's the lead singer of Green Day?
Billy Joe. Yeah.
Billy, whatever his name is. Billy
I
Joel.
was saying you have
Piano Man.
Billy Joel hair.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad's all, that's sick. Yeah, it's sick. But also, Dad, did he not steal my look from my early 20s? Totally stole my look.
Did you also have that awesome sauce shirt?
No, because I wasn't a freaking figula.
Dude, this guy needs to. We need to pour him in a bucket of blue bonnet.
Yeah. All right. So that's something terrible. That is terrible.
But that was terrible.
But now
here's something good. I'll have some more of this bush latte.
we're gonna watch something kind of awesome. Okay.
Go on. Again, guys, so sorry. Tornado warning, still have no power. So Salty's running the whole show. That's the reason it looks like trash. Sorry.
Yeah, it's why it's because Savage is an Emmy Award winning producer from Extra, the show Extra, like Hollywood News, right?
Oh.
And I am a not Emmy Award winning not producer from any television show ever. Okay.
He's a sweet guy though, and I like him a lot.
I have other expertise and I'm good at other things.
People think Irish people are fucking obsessed with potatoes. I'm sorry, what is this? I'm shivering. This is a 15-hour potato. I'm too greedy to make anything that takes that long. This is fucking thrilling. You have to cut it up into tiny little slices. Oh, beef drippings. I can feel my heart drafting a resignation letter. She's tossing it so it counts as a salad. We are now layering these very dangerous potato slices. And now it's time to fucking compact it for 15 hours. There's more potato in this recipe than there is in an actual fucking potato. The potato has come so far and I'm so happy I'm alive to see it. There's already so much fat in this potato that deep frying it actually removes fat. I love when they put on that fucking thick salt. I love how fucking square it is. I am too lazy to make this, so how do I purchase these pleasure squares? Follow me, I'm delicious.
All right. There you go.
Pleasure squares.
Pleasure squares.
Man.
Love a good Irish brogue.
Dude, so good.
Now.
That guy's hilarious. I have seen him do a couple of videos. But
I
he's
love
like,
the Irish.
"Oh, you think we love potato? Oh.
I was thinking about today, one of the only movies I've ever heard Colin Farrell just talking his normal Irish brogue was In Bruges. And that's like one of my favorite Colin Farrell movies.
Oh, really?
And I had to watch that with subtitles because they really laid it on thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught it about on the fourth or fifth.
Good
Kind
movie,
of get what's
man.
happening.
I liked it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yeah,
not being funny. You're not going up there.
Marjorie. All right, do we want? Okay, one more awesome video. Okay, one more awesome video, and then we gotta go. And then we gotta go.
All right. Then we gotta go.
Fair
I don't even have power.
All right, hand lotion. Hand lotion. Vampire kryptonite. Organic tear gas.
Yep, these all check out.
It's like, oh man, I love the internet.
I love that. Steal it.
Italian water. Spaghetti sauce. Tasty meat, which is basil. So we got garlic, onion, spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce, and basil. So it sounds like a really good marinara sauce they're making there. Oh, chicken. Make it chicken pancake. Oh, that looks good. Flavor crystals, salt, and then flavor ash, which we have. Future generations beef eggs.
Hansel and Gretel, GPS.
So some breading, flour breading. Hot bubble butter. That was you could have done better with that. Oh, look at that. Cow rice. Parmesan, just some Parmesan cheese.
Cow rice.
Melty milk pads. Mozzarella. Burn in hell for eternity. Oh.
Damn.
That is some solid dead chicken with old milk, also known as chicken parmesan with a side of spaghetti.
It's awesome.
Looks pretty good.
I'm so hungry right now, but none of the appliances in my temporary apartment work because they're all electric.
Oh.
So do you want to be the first person to dare to Grubhub on your street?
Dude,
Or a tornado?
there isn't even Grubhub in this town. It's so tiny.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
okay.
They're like
Yeah.
Grubhub, it's called Grabhub. You go grab some,
grab
them
it.
back to your hub.
your own
Like,
food.
like,
Yeah, I live in an area where Grubhub is like, yeah, we don't drive there.
yeah. There's no
You
Uber.
come
Like,
to
there's no Uber in
us,
this town.
man. If you could find
No,
it.
like I live up a dirt road where if it's raining, the trash guy's like, yeah, no, we'll come next week.
We'll get it tomorrow.
dude.
Yeah, we're good today.
Okay, off the grid, motherfuckers.
Yeah, like I always say, like, hey, if anyone ever wants to like visit me unannounced, that's cool. Just know that no one can hear you scream where I live.
the
Not
best
coming
places
over
live,
now,
though.
ever.
Well, if you come over uninvited, I'm just letting you know, like,
Oh,
no
yeah,
one.
Hey,
you- well,
hey guys,
yeah,
party
and
and
who wants to get
salty.
killed by a Star Wars blast?
Dude, that's happening. That is
Yeah,
happening.
I look forward to the videos of you.
Can you imagine the burglar that comes in and you're like,
I have Han Solo's fucking gun in your face. What are you gonna do?
I made a Star Wars blaster, bro, and
Just
you're
for
about
this
to get,
moment.
and
He's
I'm going full 5.56. I don't give.
The ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
And then your wife's just fucking looks around the corner with a Wookiee mask. Guy runs the fuck out. Terrified.
That's when he walks in. He goes, "I guess that makes you Greedo, huh?"
Yes, this makes you greedy.
After you shoot him, you go, "Han definitely shot first."
Actually, that's gonna be my PJ. I'm just gonna wear that shirt to bed, but nothing else. I'm gonna Donald Duck it to bed. I'm just gonna Donald Duck it to bed with a shirt that says Han shot first.
Han shot first, yeah.
So if you break into my house, your last sight is me Donald ducking it with a shirt that says Han shot first and a blaster and a Star Wars blaster.
Dude, shirt cocking it and getting shot.
Dude, there is nothing less sexy than when your wife catches you Donald ducking it.
I know,
That's
dude.
why
When
you
a
get
girl
me
does
for
it, it's like
helicoptering.
sexy breakfast. When we
Oh.
do it, it's like pervert on the subway, dude.
Dude,
It's horrible.
it's just you're
It looks
awkward.
terrible. If you catch
Yeah.
yourself in the mirror, you're like, fuck. I'm probably registered somewhere just for this look alone.
Well, because like with a girl, the shirt is always just below. Like you're
Yeah,
like
it's sexy.
just move a little bit, and you're gonna see everything, and you're like you win,
It's
like
hot.
you won the lottery.
80s thing. Yeah.
But with a guy, like
Legs.
the stuff's already out, everything's already out,
Just
and the shirt's not covering anything because it's hanging there, and it's just not good at all.
See, the trick is you immediately just gotta start helicoptering it.
Yeah. Allison says TMI. Listen, if you come to this show, all this show is TMI.
In fact, we're
So-
talking about not wearing pants as the beginning of this show.
Right? It's called full circle, people.
Full circle.
Coming back.
Start with not wearing pants, end it with also not wearing pants. All right.
That's how we do. That's how we do on your awesome show. Thanks for
Oh, yeah.
having me, Salty.
X told
Your
me
excuse,
Donald ducking
Evan.
was the new meta.
Don't die, man. Don't die, buddy.
I'll be all
Love
right.
you.
The tornado has passed, but the electrical failure has not.
Okay. Best of luck with that.
All right.
Still here.
We're going to end the show. Everyone check out Rise Again Comics. Please follow Dr. Till on Rumble.
I do have a new channel on YouTube. It's Dr. Till Ministry. Do it again.
Ministry of Dude?
Yeah. Here, I'll throw the link in the chat. And
Dr. Till is awesome
There
to
we
get
go.
to hang with you tonight. You were a blast. You're hilarious.
Yeah, man, it's great to hang with you, man.
Hey, guys, thanks for coming on, man. Really, please, everybody, go make sure you follow Dr. Till. Make sure you check out Vaughn's books, man. Really talented guys in this space of the YouTubes. Yeah, we're gonna close it out with something Amoeba's favorite video. Later, everybody.
Unbelievably, the most watched, most wondered about man in America has gone missing tonight.
The intersection of the 5 and the 91 freeway. One thing we have been noticing, again, it's a very slow pursuit, followed by numerous highway patrol vehicles. But because of the intensity, it seems like people have heard about what's going on. And all the overpasses that we've seen have been lined with cars.
Guilty shadows haunt the night. Dark secrets locked away so tight. OJ on the run. Oh, what a sight. High speed chase, sirens blaring in the turn to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. OJ, you can't from my faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds mine.
One of our LA affiliates, police believe that O.J. Simpson is in that car. Okay, police believe he is in that vehicle.
911, what are you reporting? This is AC. I have O.J. in the car.
Fame and glory, now turn to shame. The taste of freedom lost in this twisted game. OJ, the man with the bloodstained fame, innocent or guilty, who's to blame? Running from the truth, chasing dreams in the night. OJ, you cried from the faithful light. Guilty shadows follow you, day and night. In the darkness, justice finds its light.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.